Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever commentary. My name is Matthew, and today we're going to be doing a bit of commentary on the Angry Birds and Godzilla show, Season 1, Episode 1, The Birth of the Baby Red. Now, this is something I wanted to do for a long time now, but I felt as if, I had to wait a little bit before I could, really, display my thoughts in full and actually comment on my own work. So we're gonna be doing some commentary on the Angry Birds Godzilla show, which, if you guys don't know, is the first ever show on the channel and started all the way back in June of 2016 when I was only 11 years old. So this is like the first episode I ever created in general of any of my shows, assuming we're not talking about those previous Thomas shorts I made when I was like way younger. So we're gonna be doing some commentary and some facts about the episode you might not have realized. So let's go ahead and give it a watch. I know it's like very outdated, but okay. So obviously we have like the classic intro. This was before I started using the main theme that you guys are grown accustomed to. And just know it is very cringy, but for a first episode, it's actually kind of good, at least to me. Made with video show.
Hey Red, how are ya?
Made with. Alright. So, obviously, right off the bat, Godzilla, he's just doing his regular thing. That would later become like the standard thing, like, hey Red, how are ya? Red, they would constantly reference that throughout the rest of the series from here.
You said about Mr. Grumpy.
Funny enough, when I said, hey Red, how are you? That's a reference to the Angry Birds movie, which a character says, hey Red, how are you? And then he's just like, oh, I'm horrible, but this time Red does not respond with that. He just says nothing.
That makes me left out.
So now he's feeling like an outcast, but it's more of a personal connection with him this time.
Why don't you go adopt the baby? Baby? Why would I do that?
So yeah, this would later become Little Red in the show, which I wanted to. I recently bought like these plastic eggs, and I really wanted to make it so, Little Red actually existed within my version of the Angry Birds series. So
I'll see you later, Godzilla.
unfortunately, it didn't come with any red eggs. So pink eggs is the closest thing I had.
Hey there, sir. I'm here to... Mario?
Yes, Mario.
What are you doing here?
So Mario made a cameo in this because he was one of my other big interests at the time, but he didn't make it to like the main title, The Angry Birds and Godzilla, because those were like the biggest at the time.
There's no apparent reason. I'm so angry with them.
As you can tell, my accent wasn't as good as it is now, but
Um, yeah, pretty much.
I tend to like flip flop between
Sure.
like a regular voice for me, like I'm not Italian, and like Mario's classic Italian voice. I seem to flip flop or try to mix the two. So yeah, Red looks to adopt a member of his own species of bird, which is cardinal.
Man, I feel so bored right now.
Feeling bored while you're going to adopt a child, probably not the best thing to do.
It's here?
So yeah, Red comes back.
I wonder what bird is it? Well, Mario didn't say what kind of bird it was. I just chose it. Well,
Yeah, let's be honest, he wanted to pick a cardinal, so
you know,
that's the only like
maybe you'd be a good dad.
maybe.
Watch.
Maybe some support Godzilla is.
Dude,
If you notice, actually, Godzilla's leg is like
well,
kind of folded outward a little bit because he was supposed to be in a sitting position and almost crushes the kid.
sorry.
You could tell like this was like during when
See you in the
I did not know what I was doing, but I knew for a fact I just wanted to make the show.
I'll see you in the morning too. You know,
So then the egg starts rolling off, breaks open, and then they realize it's missing.
there you go. Godzilla, get up. What?
So now they're like on the alert. And then back then I made like a very high pitched noise. This was my pubescent voice. Like if I try to do that now, like, and so that's okay. I don't know. Need to play out episode 2. So it ends there, and yeah, that's episode 1. Basically, I wanted to make this like the introduction. Now, some fun facts about episode 1. I think people already know this, but when I was picking out like the Godzilla, originally it was going to be the NES Godzilla with like a whole different story, but I opted to go for the American Godzilla as that was the most recognizable Godzilla at the time. Keep in mind, this was before Shin Godzilla figures were readily available. So, yeah. Also, if you noticed, those are the same plushes I still use to this day, season 20. So it really just goes to show that these things are still rocking, you know. Granted, a little bit of wear and tear, but I mean, 7 years goes by. They're bound to get a little wear and tear. And another thing is that originally I had wanted to make a bit of a more longer episode, but I feel like a 4 to 5 minute episode was at least the sweet spot for me at the time. So that's why the episode itself is only 4 minutes. So with that being said, thank you guys for listening to this commentary on episode 1. I think overall for a first episode, it was really well done. I'm probably not going to do this for all of the episodes, but maybe for like a few of them, because there's so much TABAGS episodes, and like it would be weird for me to go over each and every one of them simultaneously. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Believe in Jesus, accept him as your Lord and Savior today. Spread the gospel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless everyone.